for your life. Direct from Prosperity Palace in the heart of the Las Vegas jungle, Get Rich Radio. And your host, the millionaire maker himself, Marshall Sylver.
Oh, you got to feel good about this, baby. It is a stunning day, and I've been signing checks all morning. Could have had your name on it had you already been a currently registered Get Rich Radio listener, and making sure you listen every single day. I've been writing lots and lots of checks. So let's see. If your name is Ronald Fitzgerald, I got a $1,000 check in my hand, signed, coming your way. If your name is Anthony Bruce, I got a check in my hand for $1,000, signed, coming your way. Gary Sogdemonian, if you are listening, hey, I got your grand in my hand. I'm your best friend, baby. Brian Montz, I've got your check for $1,000 in my hand. And Dennis Evans, I got your $1,000 check in my hand, signed, going out in the mail today. So where's yours? I don't know. You didn't do anything yet. You got to do something. And the bottom line is you got to do it consistently. I think that's the biggest challenge for most human beings is they're really good at getting to the gym for a week, maybe two. It's getting to the gym after that consistently, or eating properly consistently, or following through consistently, or doing the thing that they need to do when everybody else is not doing what they need to do and using it as an excuse. Well, nobody follows through. You got to follow through. That's what I say. You must finish what you've started. We've been on the radio show here for a while. I've given away right around $170K at this point in cool cash, U.S. dollars. And we've given away, it's hard to keep track now, about $3.5 million in scholarship dollars that you can use to invest in yourself and buy things to make your life better. We haven't even launched the program yet. And I keep teasing everybody, we haven't launched because I have some big, big plans. I've got stuff going on that I have not fully shared with you yet because you're not ready for the truth, that I will share with you as they roll out. I've been waiting for the right time. I've been waiting for the proper circumstances, and they're unfolding now as we speak. And so when we roll this thing out in its entirety, it will blow your mind. We just did a couple things that you should certainly take note of. Number one, we reduced the monthly membership from $99.99 down to $49.95, so we cut it in half. And we didn't cut back on any of the benefits. In other words, you still get all the goodies for half the price. How much do you love me? I'm positive that we've also had some fun with the leaderboard. The leaderboard is that little game that we play every single week. Win $500 for signing up the most free memberships. Win $1,000 for signing up the most $1 memberships over at least a minimum of 10 people, just 10 $1 memberships. The now 14-day $1 memberships. If you sign up the most $1 memberships over 10, you win another grand, $1,000, $1,500 a week, up for grabs. And you can still win $1,000 every day the show's live. Talking today about business models, talking today about just figuring out how to solve other people's challenges. That's the bottom line. You solve enough other people's challenges, and you will have more money than you could ever imagine. That's what it comes down to. It's not about you, baby. Quit thinking about yourself and start thinking about other people. Start figuring out what it is they need. And when you figure out what it is they need and you solve it for them, guess what? There's no price someone will not pay. We've got an event going on this weekend. It's actually one of my favorites. I love it. It's called First Million, and it's called First Million for a reason. I'm positive your first million is the most difficult one to make. Once you know you can make that first million, you will do it again and again and again and again. Positive, guaranteed. And it's psychological. It's purely psychological. It's the level of the game that you play. Most people do not play their game very well. Most people get in the game, they get a little hurt, and then they run away. They don't play the game well, and they don't realize that the amount of effort necessary to make $1 million is not only doable, it's not that much greater than the work that you're putting in right now. I believe that most people think that the energy required to make, say, $50,000 a year is 1/20th what it would take to make $1 million a year. And it's just not how it works. It's synergetic. It builds. It has been in that process of building ever since you started gaining knowledge. And what happens is you reach a point of critical mass where your brain just gets it, where your brain just says, if I'm going to go do something and make this much, I might as well do the same thing and make this much. As an example, the same amount of energy that is required to sell a $200,000 property is the same amount of energy required to sell a $2 million property. Yet the profits guaranteed on that $2 million property are 10 times greater. Yet it's the same amount of energy. And that's what most people miss. Also, for sure, most people are lazy. It's not you, I'm sure. You're not lazy. That's not your nature. Most people are lazy, though. And most people think they're working hard enough to have the life that they want. And ironically, they must not be paying attention, because if you're working hard enough to have the life that you want, guess what? You'd have the life that you want. It's really that simple. And so I think that the biggest challenge is this delusion, this illusion, this imagineering that people have put together that say, hey, it's not my fault I don't have what I want. It's the world's fault. No, it's always your fault. So at First Million this weekend, here's what I'm going to teach people. And I'd love to have you there. If you're already registered, get to the event. It's tomorrow and Sunday. It is at the JW Marriott here in Las Vegas. Myself, the guy that taught me priority management 26 years ago, is going to be teaching. My outsourcing manager, the man that manages all of my outsource employees that I have all over the world, my virtual assistants and virtual workers. The man that I go to, my go-to guy, Paul Lemberg, that I go to for outside coaching, because everybody needs a coach. Tiger Woods, Marshall Sylver, anybody that's great at their job, anybody that's great at their job needs a coach. And if you do not realize that you need a coach, then you're just flat out in denial, or you're so filled with ego and vanity you'll never succeed. So my mentor, my coach, my outside consultant is going to be there teaching some very, very cool stuff. And this is very cool, we're going to do one hot seat. We're going to take one attendee, and we're going to give them at the event a live $10,000 tune-up for their business. We charge $10,000 for the tune-up. We're giving it away for free to somebody that's in attendance at First Million. If you're not yet registered and you'd like to go, call 1-800-92-POWER right now. Tickets are $2,000 a piece, $19.95. Actually, I'll give you a $5 discount, and I'm looking forward to having you there. Going to be phenomenal. Lots of bonuses, lots of extras that you get when you register. So be sure to call my office, 1-800-92-POWER, or 227-6100 in the local Las Vegas area. Going to be a great event. On today's show, we've been cranking them out for guests, and the reason we've been doubling up on the guests is I've been traveling a lot, and no exception. We got some more stuff going on. I'm going to be traveling next week a bit. All good stuff, though. David Averin's on the show today. He's the visibility coach, and he's going to show you how to upgrade your brand, both as a person and as a business, to start really positioning yourself to getting a lot more business with a lot less effort. Everything we talk about at First Million, everything we talk about on this radio show. So I'm very excited to have David on the program. As you know, every single day that we are live, I give away $1,000 cash. Today's no different. Yes, it's an ethical bribe. I do it. Why? Because I can. Number one, I'm rich. Number two, I do it because sometimes $1,000 makes a world of difference in somebody's life. In other words, that $1,000 that I plant in your life could come back as many, many, many millions to you, which is my desire, frankly. Rather than you going out and just frivolously spending it on random things, I'd rather you invest it in yourself, in your education, in your development, in your business. And when you do that, when it comes back as millions of dollars, two things. Number one, tell all your friends where it came from. Tell them to tune in to Get Rich Radio. Number two, make sure that you give me full credit, cut a testimonial for me so I can put it in my next infomercial. See how that works? Everybody wins. I've got to take a short break. Like I said, 2 guests on today's show. Our first hour guest, David Averin, I'm very excited about it. He is the visibility coach. He's going to teach us some powerful strategies for marketing and branding. Everything about you, an individual, a business, doesn't matter what you are. I'm excited to have him on the show. He's the author of 3 best-selling books, including the #1 Amazon marketing bestseller, It's Not Who You Know, It's Who Knows You. Good concepts. I'm Marshall Sylver. Short break, bills to pay, cash to give away. So much time, in the words of Willy Wonka, so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it. Short break. I'm in fuego, baby. That means on fire in another language. Stay tuned.